What's up guys, it's me, Matt. In today's video, we're going to be looking at my childhood DS collection that I kept over the years. I loved each and every game so much because it means so much to me back in my day when I used to play these games. Alright, so to start off, we got 2006's New Super Mario Bros., a very fun platforming game. Has a little bit of local multiplayer that is very fun if you have a friend that has a DS and a copy of the game, or not, depending on the Nintendo Play thing that allows you to. And yeah, very fun adventure, a little short, but very fun and worth the money that it was back then and even now. Now on to 2008's Naruto Ninja Destiny. This was a very, not one I play as much, but very fun 3D-ish, 2D styled fighting game with 3D characters in Naruto, which was a anime that was very popular then. And then after, we got another 2008's Kung Fu Panda, a very fun Kung Fu Panda adventure where you control Po in different moves, fighting and jumping using the bottom screen. I have not beaten this game. I have had my old save files in all these games. I don't think I beat most of them, but I just found these recently, so I haven't really got a chance to. But very fun game. I definitely recommend to people that like video game, TV/movie series games, because these are very fun. Next we got, what year is this? I can't tell. Gotta look at it. I think it's 2008. 2008's Lego Batman, the video game. The Wii version was very fun. I used to play that at lunch at my neighbor's house. But Lego Batman was a childhood game of mine, which was a very fun adventure in 3D with Batman and all the Legos. Very fun to build the levels with the Legos as you progress through and beating bosses. Then we got, is this another 2008 game? I think it's, I don't know, I don't see it, but I think this is 2008's ScoobyDoo Unmasked. Very fun, another platformer game in a 2D, 3D-ish style with 3D characters and 2D style levels. And you, just like in the TV show, you find out who the person is by going through the levels, dressed in Scooby-Doo in different costumes, and he does different abilities. It's very fun. Then, next we got a very weird but fun game, Rabbids. Everyone knows Rabbids. We got Rabbids Go Home, a very fun puzzle game where you make your own levels out of the tools that they give you per level, and you have to try and get all the collectibles and your rabbit down to, the goal is actually a toilet, and you have to try and get him inside of it while he's riding in a shopping cart. And very fun but very challenging. I actually got stuck on this, but it's a very fun puzzle game if you're into puzzle games. Next we got another childhood game, which they're all childhood, is Transformers Autobots. Very fun top-down 3D Grand Theft Auto looking shooter game, but it's not like as violent as Grand Theft Auto, but it's top-down like it. This is from 2007, very fun 2007 game. Oh, and by the way, this I think is 2007, 2008. That was a very fun game. Next is a big title, which is Pokemon Diamond. This game is a very big childhood game. This was actually a game that my friend used to play a lot. I think this is actually his copy, because he used to live with me, and I have some of his old games too, which some of these are, like Pokemon Diamond. So Pokemon Diamond is, as usual, Pokemon, but it had such a great world to explore with different Pokemon, and I had very fun with this when I played it with my friend. And I still check on this every once in a while to see if my save is still around. So, this was 2006, so that's a very far back game. Next up, we got 2005's Mario Kart DS. This is a very fun racing game, one of the best racing games of all time on portables and just in general. I was so excited when they announced this after the GameCube title, and you knew I swiped this off the shelves once they stocked them. I was super excited, and I played it a bunch then, and I still played a bunch now. And next up, we got I think this is 2006's Need for Speed Carbon Own the City. This game is very fun, the story mode is very fun, where you take on these characters after the person got into a crash and you're trying to take their, I think it's trying to take their spot, or in their honor. You have to race for them in these cool city-looking areas. Very fun, total 3D racer on the DS. It runs very well. Same with this one, total 3D. But very nostalgic for me, like all these games. Next, we got a very big nostalgic one. Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games came all the way back in 2008 and still holds up very well for me. I never played the Wii version, but the DS version is very fun and has some great multiplayer local, and you can upload your records online. You can't really do that anymore, but they were fun when they were up. And very fun mini games, great variety and fan service, and this game is very fun if you're looking for a multiplayer game locally with your friends. Next, we got 2004's Super Mario 64 DS, a big game in my childhood considering it was a launch title for the DS, and it was very big because it fit Mario 64, which on a big N64 cartridge on this tiny little Cheez-It sized game card that's like that big, and it was a whole 64 adventure plus extra characters and 30 extra stars, so very worth it and one of the best lineups at the DS launch. Now we're going to 2008's Guitar Hero On Tour, not to be confused with World Tour, which came out a little bit after. On Tour is a very fun portable version of Guitar Hero, which you slide a Guitar Hero grip into the GBA slot on the bottom of your DS, and you could play Guitar Hero on the go. Very fun, very nostalgic for me, and even though I lost my old grip and I bought a new one recently, this game still has all my old saves and very fun to play now. And I'll be doing a video on that. Next up, we got, what year is this? Wow, I thought this was 2008. Apparently this is 2006's Lego Star Wars 2. Very fun. Star Wars games are typically fun, but when you put them with Lego and it's the sequel, you know it's going to be a great game. So awesome game. I recommend it for people that like exploring-ish Lego games. Next up, we got, you may not be able to tell from the label because it got ripped up over the years, but you got what's that game called? Brain Age? Is it Brain Age? I think it's Brain Age. Yeah, so Brain Age was a Nintendo-owned game that they owned themselves. Was a fun little puzzle game where it's like this person asks you questions like, solve these problems within a number of times, like problems as in number problems, or like draw the numbers out, or even just like remember how many people did this in this scenario, and you had to try and remember how many people were in it. Very fun, educational-ish game, but it's still fun to play even without the education, because it's still fun to go through the puzzles. Next up, oh yeah, that was 2006 by the way, over here. So next up, no wait, that's 2006, 2005, whatever. Next up, we got 2010's, you can't really tell, but this is 2010's Pokemon Soul Silver. Very fun, still has a save file on it, and I check on it now and then, just like Pokemon Diamond over here. So this game was a remake of Pokemon Silver on the Game Boy Color, and let me tell you, that's a great remake. This game is awesome. This one was from my childhood as well, just like these, and very nostalgic to go through Pokemon games, considering they had the most nostalgia for old dates and stuff. So, another game on the list is 2011's Cars 2. Not as fun as Mario Kart, but definitely a worthwhile movie-based video game kart racer where you race around as Lightning McQueen and all the other cars and through all these racetracks. And it had online mode. It was very fun. Too bad it's not up anymore, but if you played it back then, you would have known it was pretty fun for what it was. And for the final game is Phineas and Ferb Ride Again. Explorative game from 2010, and it was very fun adventure, and you got to build stuff, and it was just fun all around. So those are all mine that I still have now. I am missing 2 games that I lost, which I will find eventually at some point, which were Call of Duty World at War and Yoshi's Island DS. But other than that, those are all my childhood DS games. I have other DS games which I got in later years, but they're still nostalgic for me, but they're not like my originals. But if you enjoyed this collection and you want to comment down below your collection or show a video to me, feel free to. And don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.